Right, so the next part of this three-part Getting the Car Ready for the Track Day series is swapping out these manufacturer standard rubber lines for some nice hell braided brake lines. So let's do that. Okay, so normally the calipers would be on here, but as we're doing all this stuff together at once, it's all over the place. You can see here we've got this rubber line that goes into this fixing here, into there, and it's going to get replaced by these jobbies. These are braided lines with a nice bit of plastic covering them. So these are the two front ones, so it replaces those. Let's see some teeny weeny back ones, which confuse me immensely, because if we come look at the back wheels, here's the brake line. This is a solid line, and it scoots off all the way down there, so we go all the way around here. You can see solid line here as well. The thing you actually replace are those two tiny lines there, and then the entire line from front to back is metal. So yeah, same on the Clios, same on the Twingos. So yeah, let's get going with these. Okay, so we have one bolt here, which is the hard line coming through, and then we have another bolt on the end here. So bearing in mind that brake fluid is extremely corrosive, make sure you have something for it to pour onto, and something to clean it up with. I've got some brake spanners, also known as flare nut ones, nice and wide compared to normal ones, and have a nice gap so you can, it's the wrong size, but put it over the line and then go onto it like that, so you've got a nice grip around it. So yeah, as soon as you start doing this, brake fluid is going to start peeing out everywhere, so be prepared. And of course, as this is an 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 selection, I need the 11mm. So we'll be using this on this one. So we'll just start backing this off. See how we go. I put some WD-40 fast penetrating stuff on here this morning, just to make sure this is all nice and loosey-goosey. And it seems to have done the trick nicely. You can see this is unscrewing out of here. Not quite enough to do it by hand, and now it's getting covered in brake fluid, so it gets a bit extra slippery. Of course, once you've done all this, you need to redo your brake lines, and not brake lines, bleed your brakes, because you're going to have all sorts in here. There we go. Right, that's out. Yep, nice drippy drip. So this is now free. That's the caliper entirely off. So we'll do this other line out here. And we'll just let this drip a bit onto my cloth. This size is 15, and it was incredibly tight. Sorry, a 40. And now that's going. Again, this would be a lot easier if this caliper was on the car, but my situation is I'm trying to do this all at one go, so it's a bit higgledy-piggledy. I'll whip this off and get new ones on. Right, so there we go. This is the obviously this is the old one. This is the new one. Just make sure that they are similar. And they seem to be. There's no washers or anything on here. Feels like there probably should have been, and I'm provided washers in the kit, so I can go there wasn't one on that side either, so we'll put it back in without washers, and I'll update this video with some text if we do actually need them. Right, so that's on. Doesn't seem to have gone in as flush as the stock OEM one, but these are all as tight as they're going to go. So yeah, we'll just leave that for a bit and see whether anything leaks out, but seems okay. Don't know where that washer is supposed to go. Like, that is not as flush as it was. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Let's have a look on the other side. Where is it going to the caliper? I suppose there is a gap. Well, we'll find out when we do this side. Right, so that's the other side done. This side was a lot worse. Wish I'd filmed it, but this one was a real pain to do. So now we're just going to leave this to test whether there's any leaks. All these drops are just from the extra bits on this pipe here. So I'll just put that on there just so it's blowing away. The other side has been out for overnight and it's fine. In terms of those copper washers, apparently they go in this gap here if the threaded bit of this pipe hits the caliper beforehand, so use it to space it out for a tight seal. But as, come on, focus, as the inner threaded bit fills the caliper up anyway, don't need them. They're just there in case. Presumably this Twingo specific item is not Twingo specific, and it fits a load of other ones like Clio's, Modus's, Kangoos, whatever. But yeah. Alright, that's this side done. Whilst I was here, pushed the brake caliper back, so that should be ready for the pads. Time to do the back. Well, this looks as awkward as it feels here. Where are we going? There's two up here, and then there's two down here. This one's rotated for some reason. I'm lying on my back, I'm going to get brake fluid everywhere. I've got two jumpers on, it's cold, glasses, and this is really uncomfortable. Let there be light! Let's hope these are all still the same size as the other ones. Where should we start? Yes, they are. 11mm on this side. Let's get some sacrificial paper. Not content with just brake fluid dripping out, it's some crud and road grime. There we go, there's one. I realise you can't actually see it up there. Oh, very good dripping brake fluid on it. And then the other end, probably should have done this end first. Definitely recommend not doing this in good clothes. You can do the front ones in good clothes and not get it on you, but not these ones. Where's that dripping now? Right, time to turn this off. Right, so we have a problem. Can I get the light on here better? This side, good. This side, not done yet. However, the old line is absolutely solidly fused in there to the point that it won't actually come out. So I've had to run this one just where it is for now, which is obviously not ideal. So I need to figure out how on earth I'm going to get that out, but I'm going to do the other one whilst I'm here. I'm not going to bother filming it because it is an absolute pain to film, and whilst you're getting covered in brake fluid. Right, that's a pain. So we'll have a brew. Should use my Project Twingo one for promotional reasons. I will say though that more than half the people watching this video are not subscribed to the channel, so please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video, and if you've enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. Once you've done that, make sure you hit the notification bell and set it to all so you don't miss any future episodes. If you want to support the channel even more, there is a Patreon, various levels, and they all have different reward tiers such as YouTube credits and even having your name or logo written on the car. Lastly, there is a merch store where you can pick up some cool CrewTube or Project Twingo merch. There's mugs, there's t-shirts, there's all sorts, all colours. Link in the description below for all these. So we got it out, and I thought, yeah, I'll put it back in there. It was all going well. And then this absolute cross-threaded itself. It won't even focus, it's such a evil thing. So yeah, we are properly stuffed now. It was a very frustrating time, covered in brake fluid, dripping all over me trying to sort this out, but yeah, this is not good. Don't know what we're going to do now. Alright, some time has passed and we now have a brake pipe cutter and flaring tool and some flaring things to sort this out properly, hopefully. We've also got some new brake pipe unions. I've just checked they fit, and they do. I don't know if you can hear that noise. Don't know what it is. So yeah, let's get under the car and try and do this in situ under the car, which is going to be 10 times harder than all the YouTube videos show you of just doing it on a nice workbench, but I'm not taking it all out. So yeah, here's the new one. I've just checked it fits in this finger tight, which it does. So everything's moving now, I can't actually undo it. Unfortunately, where's the brake line? The one that's cross-threaded, you can't get this off because of the flare on the end, so we're going to have to chop this off. Hope I bought the right ones for the right size, and reflare the end. I guess this goes on here like this. Oh, it's windy today as well. Can we tighten that? Or do we just roll it around? Oh, I should put my gloves on. There we go. Let's chop the end off that. So at least I can have a look at this. I think I will need to file the end of this to make it nice and smooth. Apparently everything to do with these is all about preparation. I've got the wrong files for this, but that's all we've got. So smooth this flat on the end. Bring this down a bit, hopefully you can see a bit more. And then Bevel the inside of it. Bevel the outside of it. And also don't forget to put your new jobby on before you do this, otherwise you'll be cutting it off again. Right, and now we get the other tool out and try and figure out how that works. Right, so we've got the contraption on, and I've already tightened this up, so we're already in too late. Basically, you put your pipe in whichever size it should be, you put a little former in the end, and then you clamp it down, and it's supposed to make the flange. So we'll see whether that is actually happening or not. Don't know how much you're supposed to do this, but we're not going to get much further, so it's time for the moment of truth. That comes off. This comes out, and it's not made it happen. Nope, that's not doing anything. So we need to be more, I think. Out. Live and learn. We'll try again. Right, apologies for not showing it, but it was an absolute pain. I got carried away when it actually worked. So these are now hand tightened on. They are not back in the original brackets, which is this rusted contraption up here, because every time I do that I start cross-threading them, so I need to secure these somehow, but as long as this holds brake fluid I'm going to be happy. There's no brake fluid in the system, so we can't tell, but we'll assume it works for now. Right, so this is a bit embarrassing. I forgot to record an outro for this entire section, because I thought I had recorded myself bleeding the brakes, which would be the natural last bit of this video, but I showed that in the last video, so there's nothing to end on here. So yeah, see you next time.